Andrew Dewitt. Oh, wooga. What's the name of that song? Never heard it before. Great.
It's new. Hey, everybody, this is Ryan O'Neal in Boner City. Boy, yo, 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 yo.
Idiot.
Hey, everybody, this is Kathy.
Oh,
Wait a second. It's not Kathy. It's the Danis.
All right, let's get it started. We got last episode.
Wait, can I just give a weather report?
Yep.
Today in Boner City, it's muggy with 100% chance of boners.
And what's up, Pete?
Okay, that's fine.
What's up, Pete?
Earlier today, Andrew was upside down on the couch in our office, standing on his head with his shoes off to counteract eye glaucoma. Or
No, it's just good for you. Every
That's
now
really
and then
bad.
to be-
No, that's really bad for your retina.
It is bad for your retina,
it's
which
for
I
his
just read.
hypothalamus. What was it you said it was for?
My thyroid.
Thyroid.
But it's good for your thyroid.
Anyway,
But
hey,
terrible for your retinas.
I
Hey,
know.
in the show notes of this episode found at bonercityusa.com, there will be a bonus video. If you go to our website, you can see the video. of
It's
Andrew
called the
upside down.
boner video.
It's
I
not a
was
boner
worried.
video.
I was worried because my eyes have been hurting me. I have some floaters in my eyes. I also was in a
Someone took a
commercial.
dump in your eyes.
I was in a commercial one time where I was hung up. I was hung
commercial
up,
drop.
Whoa!
I was hung upside down for 16 hours.
What?
In a car?
Straight?
No, absolutely not. Not straight. That's just torture. Why would they do that?
So let's not go with the 16 hours.
Wait,
How
so
long
you-
were you actually
16
upside
minutes.
down?
So you were
total.
playing a gay guy in a car upside down?
No, I was
Oh.
like they would turn me
you were
over
gonna do
for
that.
every take. Every take they would
Okay.
turn me
And
over.
come in your
and then
butt?
they'd turn-
Oh, that's when your hair was up.
yeah.
I just got mad. And the guys on that Gay Bear website we talked about fell in love
They
with you.
did. They
How long
posted-
did those guys hang you upside down for?
I don't know, but the top-rated comment was, "What a molestable young body this little bear has."
Oh,
All the
Cubby.
things I would do to him, I was like, "Oh God."
Baby Bear of Comedy, Andrew DeWitt, everyone. Follow him on Twitter, @DeWittium.
Hey, you're a desirable man.
My wife was like, "See, you should feel flattered by that."
The guys
And these huge dudes think that you have a very
Like
desirable
leather
body.
vest,
They want to
motherfucker.
just chomp on your dick.
When molestable is not the most flattering word.
Yeah, you don't tell your wife, oh, I want to molest you. Put on your
But it exudes desire.
Oh, jeez. You fucking weirdo. Hey, last episode we announced that we were on the front page of iTunes. We're still stoked and really happy about that. Be sure to leave us a
Some of
5-star
my
rating.
enthusiasm has waned.
Okay, you're a dong. But be sure to share the pod. I mean, we always say like, oh, we have T-shirts for sale, but like, what helps us way more is just share the podcast with your friends. If you find an episode that you really like, or you think a friend would like, please email it to them or make them listen to it, and encourage them to subscribe. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star rating and a text review. If you subscribe, leave a 5-star rating and a text review, and email us at info@darksplosion.com. We will send you free Boner City USA stickers that O'Neal will rub on his Hulk cock if you
No,
Hey, what
we
are you
shouldn't
doing?
do that.
Yeah.
That was unlicensed.
Yes. Oh shit, that was Danish?
Yeah.
He stole your boing, dude.
Hey, I've got a
I can do
It was like there was 2 O'Neals in the room. Dude.
I've got a Boner City sticker on my refrigerator.
Will you
Right next to a picture of my newborn niece.
I have one. I have a
So it's kind of
Boner City, City and City sticker covering my dick hole right now, so I don't pee.
Oh, do you have like a massive square dick hole?
Yeah.
3 inches exactly. Wow.
Yes.
That's a
It
tough
looks like some sort of a duct.
Fuck.
Air duct.
You can put a Rubik's Cube almost perfectly
Hey,
in my dick hole.
we've been getting a lot of fan
What's up,
mail.
Pete?
Pete.
What's up, Pete and Pete's wife? What's up, Michelle? Hey, girl.
Hey, so O'Neal's plead for, well, first off, you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Boner City, and at Boner City USA on Twitter. But we've gotten a lot of Facebook comments and emails.
Yeah, my plea for naked pics, let's just say it's panned out.
It's panned out.
O'Neal's become a cult figure almost
Yeah.
for a lot of these people. The O'Neal lifestyle's really taken
The
off.
Fanimals? Yeah. He's
The
like,
Fanimals are growling, and they're really.
There was,
their ski jumps have never been more abused.
They're working out on children's playground equipment like never before.
Oh, dude, the best. One of my favorite. We'll go into them. We'll read them. Try to read as many as we can. But Mark Masario and his brother emailed us. They wanted to get T-shirts to run in for their. Did you like? I think it's a Marine Corps thing. I don't know if they're in the Marines yet, but it might be like a Marine ROTC thing or something like that.
Good luck, guys.
Well, anyway, they wanted the shirts, and then I said I just sent them to the same because they had 2 separate addresses. I'm like, oh, I'll send to your brothers. You'll get both shirts will go to the same place. He wrote back. Cool. Thanks for the shirts, guys. Keep up the good work. I'll beat off on it. 1st. Sincerely, your number one fanimal.
Hell yeah! That's
Wow.
Mark is going to beat off onto his Boner City T-shirt.
That's the O'Neill lifestyle I'm talking about.
It might be. It
Fanimal.
might actually be part of the Andrew lifestyle too, because maybe he's doing a spell. He's doing a beat off spell
Yeah,
on
if
it.
you want to step up your game.
Ask him to write back if he's also into magic. I want that fucking magic.
You dickhead! You fucking dickhead! You know he's not into magic.
You know what he should do
maybe
else
he
with that shirt? He should wipe a chick's asshole out before he eats it.
Oh, no, he should stick it around his finger and put it up a chick's ass. and
Or he
sniff
could,
it.
he
Like,
could, or he could wear it as a bib when he's eating that ass.
That's true.
True, too.
Eating that butt. I
It's
think
a
is
multi-purpose.
I once woke up in Chicago with a chick's panties on my face. Like I had passed out.
That's why
having
you have an
sex.
eye problem.
Dude.
Having sex with panties on my face.
Speaking of Hey Pete, Justin Skinner left a comment on our Facebook wall, and he closed it out with, "Hey Pete." Look at that, dude. Pete is getting fan mail, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Look at that, Pete.
That's going to be a shirt, man.
Yeah, and
You know what the great thing is? Pete will see a guy wearing that shirt, and he'll go up and go like, "Oh, by the way, that's me. I'm the Pete that they're talking about." The guy will be like, "Fuck you."
yeah, whatever.
I like to think of Pete as like a mysterious figure. I don't want to meet him.
Also, Keith Kemiak said, "Love the content, guys. Makes me feel normal," which always
Okay.
makes
I don't know
me
if that's a weird compliment, but thank you.
Well,
sir.
he's like, you guys are pieces of shit, but you give me entertainment, so thank
But
you.
I think
That
it's
was
like you're
nice.
lower, that you're more insane than I am, so I feel
Yeah.
good.
But he's
That's
listening.
fine.
That's really
fine,
all
yeah.
that counts.
And forward it to your friends. Stop being selfish with the fucking podcast, brother.
Yeah, and
Share it with your friends and your family.
Yeah.
Maybe,
How about
yeah.
that guy who some guy gave it to his grandfather, and then the grandfather
You make it sound like it's a
wrote about
disease.
his will. It
Wrote
isn't.
about the shirt
Motor
as well?
City is a disease.
Of awesomeness. Hi-yo.
Yeah, and then Steve what is his last name? Steve
Lacrosse.
Laskowski. He was in San Diego. He gave us a review. We sent him free stickers. He said his coworkers and himself will provide photographic evidence of the stickers in and around use in the San Diego area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there we
dude.
go.
Street art. I was thinking
Tagging.
of doing some street art, and I was like, I'm going to get arrested, so I didn't do
The
it.
revolution will not be televised.
Yeah.
Boner City.
Shout out to Dave Silver. He said he almost crashed his car the other day while listening to the podcast. Awesome. Vehicular
Is
mail.
Hell yeah.
is he related to, wasn't the guy's name David Silver or 90210?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think he's related.
Maybe he is. Or
That
the
guy
Silver
boned
Surfer.
Megan Fox, or currently
Yeah, he
bones?
gave her a kid.
Now, Dan used to surf with the Silver Surfer back in high school when they
Okay,
wur on the
you know
surf
what? I
team.
surfed,
Really?
I surfed this morning.
But Dan
Fuck
was
all
the
of you.
captain, and
No,
the
I
Silver
wasn't. I
Surfer
was like
not.
first alternate. I wasn't.
Oh, so
Were you
really
second
handling.
chair?
Hey, wait.
on surfing?
So,
Dan, wait. When they moved to the beach in 90210, wasn't that your house they
No,
rented
that's
out?
not true.
Your
We didn't-
college
I didn't-
house?
I didn't
Your
live-
dad
I
In
got
I
last
didn't-
in
I
last
never
podcast, we
lived by the
discussed
beach.
O'Neill's Hulk cock. I think Dan paints his up silver. Get that Silver
I
Surfer
don't-
cock going.
Surfers don't really like the
Not
Silver
surfer
The
board
Silver
dick?
Surfer's kind of lame. So no.
The Silver Surfer's not
Surfer-
lame. He
surfers
surfs through
he's-
space, dude.
I thought he was
Surfers
neat.
don't-
Dude, you just surf
Most
on waves,
surfers don't know
Dan.
what the fuck that is. Like, they
Dan,
don't
you
care.
surf on a wave just made of
I want
water.
to break it down real sad,
He
real
surfs
quick.
on anything.
Most surfers don't like comic books or video games or anything that like Andrew
They just
likes,
like living in
or
their
cars.
vans.
They just
They don't like cars?
No, they're like yuppies. They just like to surf and they just like to call each other a faggot a lot. They just don't. They're really kind of like simple
They
creatures.
like punch each other. And
You know who
grab
they
dicks.
don't-
It's kind of like yeah.
You know who
they're
I can
just kinda
say-
like they're super homophobic, but then they're like doing like really gay shit all the time. It's real weird.
You know who I can say
That's
they
weird.
don't like for a fact is guys who bodyboard. We can't call it boogie boarding. 'Cause,
Danish and O'Neill, big fans of the boogie board.
once you get over 12, you're legally not allowed to call it boogie boarding. It's
Bodyboarding.
bodyboarding. You graduate.
Which is not the same as body surfing.
No.
Everyone always says so you don't
No,
use a
everyone-
board.
everyone
a
knows
ton of
that.
people.
we have
get it.
equipment.
No.
We have flippers that we use.
What kind of
We have
Churchills?
high-end shit.
Duck feet, Churchills. What are you rocking? Vipers.
Dude,
Whatever I have,
he has
they-
Vipers.
Ooh, Vipers are nice.
What- they-
I like Churchills
They
better, but Vipers
cramp
are
my
good.
feet like a motherfucker.
You can cut the tops off of socks. You know,
What are
wear
those ones I have? Oh, I have
Churchills,
no.
Duck feet.
You have like red and black ones.
But they're really comfortable.
Probably ladies.
Yeah, surfers give us the fucking evil eye.
Yeah,
dude.
because you guys are scumbags.
Oh, and
We're
guess,
out having a
and
good
guess-
time, man.
Guess who gives the evil eye back to these fuckers?
O'Neal
This
the
guy.
ass kicker.
Dude,
Yahoo.com.
I get real territorial out there. When
About
dudes start
bodyboarding?
encroaching in
You're
my
a
area.
dong.
Dude, I'm out there boarding because they
Whatever.
They
Coop.
started it.
You're
I'll
a
finish
What's
it.
weird is they give us the
Nothing.
evil eye, but O'Neill's 6'1", I'm 6'3", and our buddy John. What's up, John? John Little, not Little John.
Yeah, but when you're in the water,
He's like,
you'll get killed because
dude,
they'll be better.
we have O'Neill the ass kicker. You think
I
we're gonna
trained
go down, dude?
in water brawling.
Did you? Was that part of your
Quick-
class?
quick-
I took
funny-
a class at the Y.
Quick funny story that is Can I tell a quick story?
Yeah, but jump in there, dude.
We told about last podcast O'Neill's fear of roller coasters. So there was a day we're in the beach. This isn't going to be controversial like the booby looking day.
Okay.
And so there a lot of times
I've got my lawyer on speed
Those
dial.
wounds have just barely healed, man. Be careful.
a lot of times when we go to the beach, there's tons of dolphins. And so O'Neill
I saw dolphins this morning.
So O'Neil was proud, like
Yeah.
on the shore. He's like,
Richie Rich.
He's like, dude, I can't. wait."
Dolphins are free, asshole. They
Your
swim up
mom
to you.
probably paid to have them dropped in front of you.
They were in Dan's house in a pool.
Oh yeah. Oh, you went out to
it was
the you went out to the
birthday party
aquarium.
It's a giant champagne glass. that's
Oh, you
shaped
looked up
like a
at the
pool.
aquarium
Fuck you.
above your bed that has dolphins and stuff.
Covered in wetsuits.
Okay, do your story.
So O'Neil was like, "Oh, look at those dolphins, man! I'm gonna fucking swim out to them. I want to like frolic with them." And he was real
You're
enthused.
raped by
Like he
him,
got
stupid.
he got a Hulk boner for the dolphins. So then we're out there, and he's like, "I'm gonna
Did
go
you
out
think you
there."
could see some dolphin titties? Is that what you're getting closer to? They are mammals, bro. They are mammals.
I saw one changing out of his work attire into a swimsuit. So I thought I could get a glance.
So we're out there, and he's like, "I'm gonna swim out there. I want to touch one. I want to swim with him." And so that I took a wave, and I rode up, and then I came back, and he and our buddy John they looked like they had seen a ghost, and I was like, "Oh my!" They're both shaking their heads. I'm like, "What's wrong? Is it you guys all right?" And they're like a dolphin swam in between them real fast.
Grazed me, dude. Grazed my stomach.
Which I kind of laughed at, but
Probably
then
about a bone.
but then
Dolphins
it
are the
happened.
rapists of the sea. They gang
Yeah.
rape, dude.
Then it happened to me and O'Neil, and I was terrified. So I felt it. I felt
Yeah, you
it.
don't go towards dolphins. You just like let
They're
them
like
be.
they're
dude.
big, dude. They're like 6 feet.
They weigh a few hundred.
I had a
pounds,
sea
dude.
lion between me and the shore once.
Sea lion
and
will
then
fucking bite you.
I know, but
don't fuck with sea lions.
He was
They'll
behind
fucking
me and he
bite
was
you.
close, and then I thought maybe a shark had pushed
Aren't
him.
they seals though, or are they the
Well,
him into the shore.
sea lions are the big ones, but are the big ones. Are like if you fell in the sea lion tank at SeaWorld, you would die.
Yeah, they'd kill you.
because they would take you to the
DeWitt
bottom.
once rescued
They would
a guy
take you to
who
the
fell in
bottom,
there.
and they would take you to the bottom and
I
pin you
did.
there until they push all the air out of you like an alligator. Yeah, they wouldn't even do it on purpose. They do it as like a joke. That's how they like fuck around.
These guys are hilarious.
Jesus, they're like the
you.
Ashton Kutcher of the
Jesus.
ocean.
But yeah, they punk you to death.
Dan, can I read a little shout
Yeah,
out?
I think is that the story? The
Yeah, that
dolphins
was it. I got I have a hearty fuck you, and thanks for writing in to Kaiser Sose. I apparently know why his Twitter handle's Kaiser Sose
No,
because
his Twitter name. What's his Twitter
oh,
name?
it's J O'Brien 518.
Okay.
And 518 must be the fucking sign of the beast.
Why?
This guy sent in. He asked, "Are you familiar with the blue waffle? Should I send a pic?"
Oh, Jesus.
And then I don't think anyone responded.
I didn't. I saw it. And I'm like,
I
that's all-
did.
It was,
I
it was
said
your
yes.
guys' Twitter.
Send
name.
it away.
Is that
O'Neil-
Danish? Because that was it at
Yeah,
Danish,
Danish
and
and
O'Neill.
O'Neill.
At Danish and O'Neill on Twitter. Yeah.
And so O'Neill said yes, and then O'Neill called me. He's like, "Dude, did you see what the fuck this is?" I looked at it. I wasn't that disturbed because the Wikipedia claimed that it was probably fake.
What
But,
is it?
It's a picture of like a sideways vagina that's like a bluish tinge. It looks like old meat.
There's like maggots in it.
It looked bad
But
news.
what is it like? What do you mean it is? It like
It's an infected. It's a super infected
if you
vagina.
say its name 3 times at midnight in the dark in a mirror, will
Dude,
you?
I
will
was
appear-
just
will
getting
appear
ready
before you.
I logged on to my Yahoo account just before I was getting ready to eat dinner, and
Which
I
is your
saw
first
this fucking-
mistake.
I saw, and it popped up right away. It wasn't like
and
something
he-
I had to click on. It was like big right
Wait,
off the bat.
Blue Waffle gets its own Wikipedia page.
Yeah, so I wrote back to
No, look it up.
O'Neill
man.
wrote back to the guy, "I wish I had a time machine so I could go back and unsee that." And this Kaiser Sose character is really loving it. He said, "Once it's seen, it can never be seen."
Oh,
You're
it's like-
welcome. Hashtag Blue Waffle. And
It's
I
like-
wrote
he's like
back.
the goatsy.
I wrote back. I don't want to squirt my syrup on that.
oh, and I got involved in
And
this
then he wrote, "You could
conversation.
totally put syrup on it." I bet DeWitt would. And then
Wow.
DeWitt had to say,
Taking a shot.
"WTF, guys? I would not eat that. I would rather eat 100 possibly dangerous girl butt." So DeWitt had the last word on that one.
Speaking of Wikipedia, we had a Fanimal go online
Yes.
on Wikipedia.com
Now,
and update the Valparaiso, Indiana fucking
Yes.
page.
This person's name is Cameron. At the end, it says "love, hugs, and kisses." I don't know if it's a joke. If Cameron's a girl,
Yeah, Cameron,
Or-
specify your sex.
they may be fucking with
they'll,
me too.
they'll beat off to you just to
Yeah.
say,
Maybe
but
he's
yeah,
the
please
first gay
specify.
fanimal.
ASL.
Well, here's what they
Idiot.
said. I was cruising around on the interweb today, and when I got the idea to give your hometown a little look-see, I arrived at the Wikipedia article for Valparaiso, Indiana. My eyes were immediately drawn to the notable people link
Orville
on the
Redenbacher.
content bar. I was sad, nay, infuriated when I saw that you were not included. So I took it upon myself to right this wrong. I am not sure how long it will stay up, but I figured it was a good way to pay homage to the golden god that is O'Neill the ass kicker. Love
At
hugs, and kisses,
yahoo.com.
Cameron.
At yahoo.com.
Did that make you
it
feel
was
good?
gone
What
by the
was your
time
honest?
By the time you forwarded it, I checked
Yeah,
it immediately.
it was gone.
It was gone, yeah.
Heartbreaking.
What was your honest reaction to that? The mayor saw it. He's like, I will not let Ryan O'Neal on this page.
I sent him back a reply, and it said
Send him
that
dick pics?
no, I just said that it would the town will never let me be on there. Like I'm their retarded
'cause
child
you
that
already-
they lock in the basement because they're ashamed.
But you've got that billboard that says Ryan O'Neal is
That
coming.
was years ago. I don't know how much of that still sticks around. That was years ago.
That's been burnt to
But
the
anyway,
ground.
Cameron, hey, email me whether you're a man or a woman.
Either way,
Either way, I'm glad you're listening.
Ryan, it's a guy.
either way,
Okay.
It's a guy.
XOXO.
Cameron, you can save your email. You're a guy. It's okay.
I think he was just doing it as a joke, right?
Yes, he's goofing around.
I know.
You got all like,
but then
oh,
I
I'm gonna
thought,
see this
but then I go,
person's
what
blue
if
waffle.
what if it is a chick? And then I'm like missing out on maybe getting some more titty pics.
and
let's-
those would be better for
Hey,
you, right?
real
Because they're
quick-
coming straight from the source.
Yep.
A shout out. We asked a question. We started the thing. Data Mantiply said, not a question, but just a thought. You should know this is the funniest shit ever on the internet. He said he loves the podcast. Lee Krause also, he wanted us to talk about being comedians and stuff, but that's what all the fucking comedy podcasts do, so we're not going to do that. And he asked if our parents were bummed when they found out what our career goals. I don't think they get. Our parents are all old now. They don't
My
give a
parents,
fuck.
I think I'm going nowhere fast.
They don't. But they're fucking old. Who cares?
My mom's just glad I'm not in prison.
Well,
Grant Baker.
my parents are a little
Yeah,
bummed.
no, that was, sorry. The career goals is Grant Baker's question. Lee Krause just asked about the comedy.
I think
stuff.
I've made more of myself than my mom ever thought that I would.
yeah,
well,
that's
not a felon or not convicted at least.
Well,
Isn't more
I
than
mean,
your mom
she has
ever
a lot of other successful kids, so it doesn't really matter about
my
me.
brother's an architect. My sister is works for NOAA as a scientist.
And they're both probably miserable.
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
probably having a good time.
They're probably having a good time listening
I
to
just
this
like
podcast.
I just like to tell myself that. Do they listen to this?
yeah, they did.
What's
Really?
up, DeWitt?
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Oh, God, I would
And
never
a shout
tell
out to
my
Andy
family.
Camlis on our Facebook page. He said O'Neal's next vacation should be, instead of going away skiing, have Dan whack him a couple times with a baseball bat in the leg. I would love to do that, by the way.
Why would you
I'm
want
totally
Dan
down.
to whack him
Because
off,
he
dude?
said it's cheaper than a shitty ski slope.
Are you going to beat him with
and
a
he's
frozen
still-
wetsuit?
Yeah, I'm going to beat him with a frozen wetsuit. But hey, no, Andy Camlis is up in Windsor, Ontario, so that's pretty fucking
What's
cool.
up,
We got a
Andy?
fan of
Yeah, what's
Canada.
up, Pete?
We just crossed the border, bitches.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Canuckers.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say a little shout out to Cole, who is
Cole-
back after a short hiatus.
I asked O'Neal the other day off air, what happened to Cole, man? Is he all right?
He sent a very funny email. We all got a good laugh out of it. I can't read it. It's long, but Cole, very funny. Good job.
you can't
got
read
a good.
it? You can read it.
Read the whole thing? Okay.
No, read it. No, read a part
Well,
of it.
yeah,
though.
we laughed until cum came out of our dicks.
On the picture that Danish didn't like, but I do.
I'll tell you why. I
Well,
don't
he
like it
sent
in a
one
second.
email last week that had like 9 pictures.
No,
of
that
tits.
wasn't
No,
Cole.
was
That
someone
wasn't
else.
Oh, someone else. We'll get that
So
one. Okay.
Cole says, haha, just caught up on the episodes. Sorry, been out of the loop for a little while. Got the shout out. Everyone tuned in when they heard my name. Again, epic. Glad to hear you guys are getting a bigger gig going. I don't know what that is.
He needs more people listening.
I wore the shirt a few times so far. Got a dirty look at the mall from an old lady.
Fuck that old lady,
Probably because
dude.
she hasn't seen a boner since Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cole, take it
But
down
keep
the
them
old
coming.
lady.
I'll support you guys as best I can, and I hope you guys don't fucking fall apart because I won't have any entertainment at work anymore. Oh, well, I'm not going to read the rest of this. But Cole, we didn't know this. Cole's married, and he's got to empty out
He's purging all his-
the nudie pics that he's gotten over the years, and he's emptying them out by sending them to O'Neal the ass kicker.
Yeah, who not
And,
going?
if there's
he sent
anyone
out-
else out there who needs to do the same thing, empty it out.
If
Send
you
it to
just
O'Neal.
got engaged or about to get engaged, got to get rid, or married and feel guilty, get rid of those nudie pics. Send them to O'Neal the ass kicker.
If
at
you don't want to
yahoo.com.
delete them because you don't think they're, it's
You're like
it's
a-
like euthanizing them, and you want them to go to a good home.
You're like a
I'm the
bank.
Humane Society
You're the
of titty
bank.
pics.
You're like a bank. They
Also,
bring 'em to
DeWitt,
you.
before the episode started taping, he said he wanted to make an amendment, which was quickly shot down across the board.
What do you mean it was shot down?
So we all of us disagree.
You want more butt pics.
DeWitt has a special request for butt pics.
You know what
would
I
have
say,
to-
DeWitt?
you would
No,
have-
that's what. All I said was the butt is underrated. I feel like, and it's impossible.
but you want
like,
butt pics.
Here's the thing though.
I'm
With
not
butt
allowed
pics.
to request butt pics. I don't think.
Oh wait, we did talk about that.
Special announcement.
We'll get into
You
that.
can't ask for butt pics, but you can.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Special announcement.
Andy DeWitt is allowed to look at pornography now.
Okay.
Big moment.
Yeah!
We shall
His wife
fell.
overcome.
No, wait, you guys are acting like this is something you did.
It was
But you
earlier
know
this
what did
week.
it? Boner City did
Boner
it.
No,
City.
that's not what
Your
did
wife
it.
listened to
Boner
it. And
City freed the shackles on your cock.
I feel like we just released the hurricane.
Can I please
This
clarify
is like the emancipation masturbation in 1865, dude.
Masturbation.
Wait, side note,
proclamation,
Jeff
dude.
brings up a good point. Send your titty pics to me if your wife's making you get rid of them, because I am the bank. And then if you ever get divorced
He can
and
send
you
them
want them
back.
back, I will email them back.
Yeah,
to
look
you.
at that,
Look
dude.
at that.
It's like a
Public
safety
service.
deposit box.
But yeah,
It's like a pawn shop for titty pics.
What are you looking to do with it, son? You looking to email it or sell
I
it?
got I have $50 bills in the back. Chumley, you gonna get rid of this man's titty pics for him?
What are you going to do with those pics, young lady? Do you want to make your announcement to it? Do you want
Yeah,
to?
okay, yeah, I gotta do it. Okay,
do
so
it.
my wife wants it clarified that she does not
up,
disallow
Mrs.
me. She does not.
She felt the fucking pressure of
She
Boner
was-
City
No,
on
it's
her
not it.
shoulders.
That's not
Weigh it
weight
down.
on her shoulders.
She does not forbid me from looking at pornography.
She forbodes
She
you.
did.
She
She
just
prohibited you.
But it's almost like when my high school basketball coach would be like, "Hey guys, there's an optional summer practice," and but in parentheses, like if you don't show up, you're fucked.
You know what I feel like this
You won't
is?
be
I
playing?
feel like we're
Yeah.
the New York Times and we brought up the concussion so much that the NFL finally started talking about it, making changes.
No, it's just.
Is there anything else you want to talk about in your marriage that we can put pressure on?
A little bit more anal. A little bit more anal.
Come on.
No, just kidding.
I know.
No. She just wanted to make sure that it's not a draconian situation at
But
home.
she's a kind
She
sheriff.
prefers you not to look at pornography.
But
She
wait.
prefers that I don't, and if I do, she doesn't want to find the evidence.
But
She doesn't want to
here's
get on
the
my
thing.
computer and have me have left the residue of everything I've been beating off to. her.
CSI,
She
come
locked-
scene investigator.
She locked the porn out of your computer so you can look at it, but you'll never be able to.
No, I locked the porn out of my computer.
That's what you say. But
That
I
is
think
what
it
I'm
was your
saying
wife.
to
Come
you.
on, dude.
I think your
Listen.
wife did.
No. No, first of all, she would never do that.
Was pornography in your vows?
No, it wasn't in her vows.
Did you do a prenup porn off?
No, we didn't. But here's the deal. I did child lock the porn sites on my computer for a while.
From yourself?
Treated
From
yourself
myself.
like a
You
know the
child.
password.
Yeah, you
How
know
the
the
fuck does that
password, dude.
No, this is what you do,
that's like-
dumbass. You don't know how to do this. You just hit the keyboard like this.
But what if you want to unlock it
Then
someday?
you're fucked, bro. You better start.
do you also
You
burn-
didn't do it for a little while. You did it permanently.
Do you buy cookies and hide them from yourself like in a high
I
up
did.
place?
It is permanent on my Firefox
He
browser.
just takes them and just starts throwing cookies everywhere in the house with his eyes closed.
Okay, here's the deal. If you guys probably know this,
What
but
were you doing that
there's
made
a
you have to
certain
do
amount
that?
of shame when you are late to things because you were beating off too much. You know, I
Yeah,
think we've
like
all
like
been
Christmas
there.
dinner.
No, not like
O'Neill
Christmas
beat off while he drives. What the fuck does he
like
care?
your appointment to the therapist about your beat off problem.
Sorry, it's late, man.
Like when you're late to go fuck your wife because you just beat off so much.
Hey, stay in another room for a few minutes.
Hey,
Sorry, I was late for our
me ask you a
7:30
quick
fuck
question.
appointment.
Okay.
who does your wife hate the most on this podcast?
I'm gonna say O'Neill because he said she was gonna suck his dick.
Yeah, I think
She
that's
hates
probably
Yeah,
it.
you want to watch her fucking dinosaur mask?
Oh,
you piece
like
of
I
shit.
brought that up. This guy's offering it up,
He
and
put
I'm
a
like,
mask
oh
on her
no,
to protect
no.
her identity.
I
or
met your
something.
wife.
She
what,
hate
did,
me.
what did she think of the Danish?
I think she thinks you're cool, man.
Everyone thinks you're nice,
And
Jack.
me,
They don't,
she
they don't
thinks-
know you're a pervy weirdo.
I don't know if she's. I think she probably. I think she was a little.
That's a definite.
She was offended. She was offended.
She wouldn't. Would she want you to hang out one-on-one with O'Neill ever? Like go somewhere, like go to a bowling alley.
Yeah,
with
I
O'Neill.
think she'd be okay with that, but I would probably get a lot of texts.
Was it the?
Could you go to a strip,
Are you
could you go to a
okay?
strip club with O'Neill?
Hey,
Did
Do you
O'Neill
think-
break his face?
I'm not allowed to.
she
I don't
was-
want to go to a strip club
Okay.
either.
Do you think that she was more offended the first time I said I want a blowjob, or the second time
I
after
think-
you told me she was offended and I still insisted that I could get that blowjob?
I think it's just the idea. And here's one of the things that really upsets her: is the idea that you think it would be just a given that she would definitely want to suck your dick. Like, he's like, who does this guy think he is?
I don't think he's genuinely.
After last
like a
episode,
dick.
he has a Hulk cock. Now we know, dude.
She's like, I'm already gonna be nervous fucking in a mask in front of strangers. Who's this guy think he is that he could just slip in there and fucking try to get his dick
I'm
sucked?
the cameraman. That's who.
Just a special word to Mrs. D and those women who are fucking out there. The pressure of fucking in front of other people, it's all on the guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait,
like,
does
it's
she
more on
have
the
double
guy.
D's?
Unless her
Can we
pussy's
call her
gonna dry up or
Mrs.
something.
Double D?
Why would you do that? That's a terrible nickname for somebody.
What is it for?
Large
Double
breasts?
dutch? Double dutch?
No,
Oh,
large
for breasts.
breasts.
Yeah.
It's flattering.
It's like, no, I don't
No.
like it.
Well, she's got nice breasts. They're not double D's. She's got nice breasts.
How about
though.
it's for D? We can call her DMD, Dinosaur Mass DeWitt.
That's a terrible name.
Why?
Because she did own a dinosaur mask.
Did you ever
Then
fuck
it's
her in
real.
it?
The first time I hung out at her house, she dressed up as a dinosaur for me.
What?
Like, while she was still dating another dude.
Wait,
she
what do you
showed
mean?
off all her
Sexually?
stuff.
Sexually dressed
No,
up?
no. Like, she
Is she
just...
big into dinosaur like?
No, she just like
paraphernalia?
I dropped her. I went over to her house for a little bit. Her boyfriend was there. She lived with her boyfriend. Then she showed me her drum set and played drums for a little while. And then she changed into her dinosaur costume.
Did you
She
guys have a
was
big
showing-
old dinosaur strap on?
Did you guys sleep in bunk beds after that? This sounds like Step
But
Brothers.
it was like
Except for the Chewbacca mask, it was a dinosaur
she
mask.
did do the thing where I don't know if you guys ever did this with new friends.
Oh,
like
pull
when
my
you were-
finger?
No, when you're like a
Smell
little
my
kid.
butt?
See if I have a turd in there. That game where you pretend to be dogs and smell each other's assholes.
You know that thing where you're friends with someone new and like they come over to your house and you show them every toy you own?
Yeah, when you're 7, yeah.
Well, that's what she did. She was like, "This is my drum set."
you know what, though?
She's like,
This is my vibrator.
I can relate. When I have like a new girl, but I've dated her and she comes over the
show
first
her all
time,
the weapons
I
and
show her the
stuff.
weapons and stuff. Yeah, I do. All the knives and
Other
other
things.
But
Yeah,
So
so
it's like basically you should fear her ever breaking up with me. But hey, let's have a good date tonight.
and then I show her my fucking Hulk cock.
Then you tell her the Hulk cock. You're like, hey, if the Hulk cock gets mad, these all come out.
I don't have a moldy cock. It's just Hulk cock. It'll go
she
back
saw
to
my
life.
penis before we were dating because she found it on my phone. I take a picture on my phone and she had.
Oh, is this to
Wow.
measure?
And
And you
See the
said, "Hey,
game?
look at this picture." Oh, that was an accident.
Wait, so but it's
Why
pretty
why
small
was
when you
there-
got together with her,
Why
right?
was there a dick pic on
Did
your
you hold
phone
it up in front of your
yourself?
cock as a trick? Look
It
at
was
this.
always thick. It was always a thick, nice.
Did you tell her
boner.
one day this is going to be 8 inches?
I don't think. You know what? I don't even think I could have dreamed how good I would have it one day.
Remember that
He couldn't even imagine it. A big 8-inch dick back in those days.
Oh, Jesus
I gotta tell you,
It's like a poor kid can't imagine what it'd be like to drive in a limousine.
It was like that movie,
Limo cock. the win.
Slumlord Cockionaire.
Remember, this reminds me. And you remember the commercials when we were kids of like some kid getting picked on.
He's like, "I'm drinking milk."
Yeah, he's like, when I grow up, I'm gonna be big. It's almost like DeWitt. He gets picked on in the
And
showers
his
as a
dick drinks
kid.
a bunch of milk.
But
and
he's
just-
like, well, I'm gonna lose a bunch of weight. I'm gonna have an 8-inch dick. Come on.
And everyone laughed.
Yeah.
Now you're showing it off.
Yeah. Now he's fucking
How many people have laughed at you when you told them that when you were younger?
Dirk DeWiggler.
I never said to people when I was a kid, "Hey, one day I'm gonna have an 8-inch dick." Quit picking on me. Like,
Oh.
that wouldn't have made any sense.
His name's John Panette Diggler.
Dirk DeWiggler, dude.
It's just, I guess I couldn't imagine a situation where one day that would be a real attainable.
But it's like a cool
goal.
thing to have it happen like at your age now. It's like something
And you're
completely
married and you can't do anything
unexpected.
with it.
It's in
you
a
can't
cage.
show anybody but your wife. You'll get in trouble.
And she's already seen it.
Who
She's
gives a
tired
shit,
of seeing
man?
it.
Like, I like to do. I want to fucking make her go. Yeah, this is great. This
You want her
dick
to
is
throw
fucking
up on
great."
it? Like choke on it? Yeah, choke on it.
I want to fuck her so hard she shits the bed, O'Neill style.
Pulled an O'Neill.
It never happened, for
If you
sure.
order that in and out, is it called Fanimal style?
One of my buddies.
Can I get the shit on that?
One of my buddies, Mike Burns, told Tammy, he's like, you married a beater, but now he's like souping himself up because like I've lost weight.
You're a
My
sleeper,
penis
dude.
is- my
You're
penis
like
is
an
getting
old Nova
bigger.
that runs a 9-second quarter mile.
You're like a blue
with rust
chipper,
holes
dude.
in it.
We were out a while ago, and she was a little bit drunk at the bar, and she was telling people, "Hey, his dick's getting bigger. She's like bragging about it.
Come on, Andy, show him your
Were
dick.
people like,
show him how big
why?
your dick
She
is.
said to a guy, she's like, he's gonna have an 8-inch dick soon. Like, and I was like,
You know what you should do? You should
Tell
go to
guys, how does that help you?
don't
Why don't you
know.
know girls so they'll set up some three-way?
Dude, you should go to Extends now and take pictures of your dick this size, and then later, and they'll use it and say that their product did that.
Now, I don't think that product does that though.
But of course it doesn't. But they'll buy
might.
your dick pics.
They'll buy your dick pics, dude.
maybe
Yeah, you can do Pepsi and
we'll
dick
see.
pics.
Pepsi and Extends.
Yoga's supposed to help too, get that blood flowing. So I'm doing all kinds of
geez.
things.
If
to
you
try
have
to
that big of a,
maximize
if
his
you have a
inches.
blood flow problem that's so bad
Yeah.
that your dick is losing inches,
Dewey gets a half
you might want to
cup
see a
and passes out.
cardiologist and not a fucking yoga instructor.
Dewitt's got a blood clot in his penis.
What if I did, and then when I get it fixed, it's just the biggest penis ever?
It just blows up. It's so big it just
By the way, that
explodes.
reminds me. Remember the famous urology story we told on this podcast
Yes.
about how me and you went
Did
to
he send you a birthday card?
No, well, it reminds me. One of the reasons I once went is that I came fucking blood.
Wait, what?
He probably had a kidney stone.
No,
How did you come blood,
they
dude?
just say. I thought. Well, thankfully, a friend of ours. I won't say
Jesus
his
Christ.
name. What's up,
It's
John?
a guy that we mention all the time. Oh, there you go.
Not Pete. What's up, John? Pete's got a healthy dick, as far as I know, but I don't know. Positive.
Bloody
But
one.
we should probably
if,
not
his wife
talk.
could, if his wife could email O'Neill the ass kicker. it'd
So
say,
our
yeah.
friend John said he came blood and he thought he had cancer. So I wasn't that. I was
Wait,
alarmed.
You come blood when you have cancer?
We also thought he had bad farts and he thought he had cancer too.
He also went.
he went to the doctor.
Did we tell the story about when John went to South
Jesus
Korea?
Christ.
And he
No.
goes,
For what?
How much
That's all-
money should I bring? I go, like $2,000. I'll bring $300. That should last for about 2 weeks in South Korea.
Why did he go for 2 weeks?
Because he wanted to go there and get free glasses. And he wanted to get
Why
a,
free glass?
he wanted to get a mole removed.
cheaper glasses.
He wanted to get a mole removed. He wanted to go to the eye doctor
He
for like
went to- he flew
$4.
to Korea to go
No,
to cheaper
those
medical-
no, that wasn't the reason.
No, but he did do
Those
that
are
while he was there.
byproducts of his trip.
And so I go, John, you're out of your mind.
Why did he go?
His brother works for an airline, so he's allowed to fly. For
Only to
very,
South
No,
Korea?
for very cheap, and so he had a friend there who he said he hasn't seen since high school, so he decided
And
to go
John's
to South Korea.
almost 40, so it's a good 22 years.
Hey.
So anyway, back to so I realized that he came blood, and that I was most likely okay, but it hurt. Like I felt the pain in my dick.
What did the chick say? Was she like, ah?
I think I was wearing a condom, and I looked at it, and I was like, it looks like a lava lamp. That's not good. I didn't say that. I thought.
Oh God!
And so I went to the doctor, and I was like, yeah. It's like, how do you say that?
Did he do the white
Well,
light
you can
test
tell a
on you, bro?
doctor.
Was like, yeah, just weird. They had to say like weird words like ejaculate and like.
I just say, hey, I just cummed a shitload of blood.
cummed.
Yeah.
Came.
Don't even use proper diction.
Hey doc, I'll be coming.
You said, "Hey doc, when I splooge, let's just say I splooged a little blood." You know what I'm saying?
So they put me through a litany of tests, and the guy said he just thought I had like an irritated. Is it what the dude said?
Oh, like urethra?
Urethra.
Like you had a tear in it, maybe?
Like you were
Yeah.
shoving stuff in there?
Yeah. He's like, did you shove a coffee stirrer in there? I was like, yeah, a little bit, but
He didn't ask
no,
that. He's like, did you put a
I just
Tonka
said, yeah.
truck?
He said it'll heal itself. He's
he
like,
didn't
"All
do the white light test on
right."
you.
What's the white light test?
It's where, like,
Where?
if you've ever been tested for chlamydia or thought you had chlamydia, you'll get this test. So,
Jesus.
FYI, guys, O'Neill will never experience this.
That reminds
sure. We're
that
gonna-
leads
yeah.
perfectly into
Yeah.
this piece of paper I have
So
right here.
they shine a light to see if you have chlamydia, basically?
No. What they do is they take this thing that it's a cheek swab thing. That
Oh, they
used
shove
to-
it in your dick hole.
And they shove it in your
Oh, I've had-
pee
yeah,
hole.
I
Oh,
did.
and they twist it, yeah.
And they
And,
twist
and then
it,
you
dude.
pass
Yeah.
out, and when you wake up crying.
He did do that, and he
Oh,
he
it's
said,
fucking brutal.
"This is gonna."
That's why I don't go get these tests,
He
guys.
did it, and then he did like one revolution, and he's like, "All right, we only have like 3 more," and I was like ready to die on the first. This guy is like
Oh,
slowly.
it hurts so bad,
Oh, it's
dude.
not-
I think my
good.
dick would go inside my body running from
Well,
it.
I had
don't
to
think
do-
it would allow it to happen.
I did one because I thought I had chlamydia from fucking those fat girls in Pennsylvania at the medieval.
Wait, did you say fat girls? How many?
like 2 or
Enough.
3?
No condom?
What? Well, I cut
A leather one at one point.
How many?
One time, definitely no condom.
Yeah, were you allowed to wear a condom? Did this fucking?
No,
mean
you
it's
had to-
medieval?
Yeah, they told you.
No,
to.
somebody
Anachronism,
they had
what
to
do they
cut
call
a
it?
pig's
Mundanity.
intestine out.
No,
Mundanity.
it said they're in the
Sheepskin.
porta-johns.
You go
In the porta-johns, it says, "Squire, sheath thine sword. The Pensic plague is afoot." Because, like,
But yeah, you got to wrap it
I
in
want
like
people
fucking
to-
leather or
No,
cardboard
dude, you
or some
wear a
shit.
real-
They hand out
condom.
aluminum foil.
Hey, what if you go to the medieval fair and you have AIDS? Do they scream mundanity?
because it's new.
They're
It's
like
a new disease.
bubonic sexual plague.
They're
it's
like,
like
this guy.
80s.
This guy's got polio. We'll let it slide.
Tick polio.
But no. I thought I had chlamydia because I was like something weird was happening with my penis.
Oh, and she didn't tell you
What
because
does that mean? When something weird was happening?
I was
with
taking
my
a
penis?
dump and I saw like a weird discharge come out. And
Of
I
your
was like,
butt or your penis?
No, out of my penis. And then I told the
How were
doctor.
you? Were you watching? Was it a glass toilet bowl?
No, I was like
How
looking
the fuck
down.
did-
I was
was it a
looking down.
mirrored
Taking a
bottom?
dump.
It's before he had the indenture. You could see it.
But you don't like tuck your legs or anything, or like close them. You have them wide open so you can watch the shit in the toilet.
Like, no, you're not watching the shit come out.
Yeah, that's what you would see.
I shit with a fairly open stand.
But do you watch see what comes out of your dick?
I'm not staring at my dick hole, but
No,
my legs are open. for
Does your
comfort.
toilet bowl have great lighting inside?
No, it's just I had noticed that like I was having a discharge and it didn't
Did
smell.
it look like cottage
It
cheese?
did-
Was it honorable or dishonorable?
This is what I would call a dishonorable discharge of the penis.
That's a shout out for the military guys.
And
out there.
so-
what's up, military guys? What's up?
And so I'd also been hooking up with this kind of slutty girl at the
Jesus,
comic book
DeWitt,
shop.
real
You were
man
a whore.
whore.
You were a
Well, it was
Dirty
because
DeWitt in it.
it was because when you're a nerd, nerds do this, and they did
They
a study
fuck?
on this. Like they don't take enough precautions because they think to themselves, "This is never going to happen again." So
You know-
they
you know-
fucking just do
You
whatever.
need evidence?
You know what I heard about nerds is that all nerds think about is sex. All jocks think about is sports.
Yeah, isn't that in the scene like right after
And then
he
he
rapes
rapes
her?
her?
yeah, he rapes her.
Revenge of the
Skolnick
Nerds. Best
raped
rape movie since the one with Jodie
Deliverance
Foster.
or the
Accused.
So what happened? You just
I
had
went to
shit
the-
related discharge?
I went to the doctor and it didn't smell like cum either. Like so, I was like,
Did you stuck your finger in there and smelled it?
yeah, I smelled it to see what it was because like,
You will smell anything that comes out of any
You
hole.
do like smells.
no, it's just to diagnose
Did
it.
it smell
Hey,
good?
smells.
Because
just
chlamydia discharge is supposed to have a fishy smell, but this had no smell. You know.
God.
So I went to the
Jesus
doctor and he's
Christ.
like, "This definitely sounds like chlamydia. You definitely have it."
And she
So-
didn't tell you that she had it because they
Wait,
didn't know what it was back then.
He was fucking like 10 women.
Oh, so it's gonna come from any number of
DeWitt,
these-
the one-man orgy. Dude.
DeWitt was the Will Chamberlain of
So
his
it's gonna
comic
come
book.
from
Let me just clarify that these were not top shelf ladies. Okay, these were just
What shelf of the comic book store? Like the dented, the ripped pages?
These were on the floor because they would break the shelves.
these are the free comics.
a little
These
bit
are
of
the
water,
spi-
little bit of water damage.
These are the Dare comics.
Little
that
bit of
you get
wa-
for free.
A lot of pizza damage, a lot of hot dog damage.
These are the ones that were drawn by the Special Olympics
But
group.
these are for,
And these were real women. These weren't women that you drew and then rubbed chlamydia on their pussies and then fucked it.
no, these are big fat women who are older than me.
You look big. What you bang that ass up?
Who, like my friends, were telling me to leave alone and get out of there, and I was like, no, and they were way more experienced, and it got out of hand.
She's like, I'm going to show you how to fuck when you got chlamydia. I've done it a number of times.
So the doctor gave you the white light test.
So he gave me the white light test, and then I had to go give a urine sample immediately after that.
Wait, why is it called the white light?
because
There's
you're
no-
in such pain. That
Oh, you see the white light
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
dying?
feel like you
You
see
want to go
God.
to heaven.
Did the doctor call it that?
no, I
Because
don't
that's
think
real
so.
fucked up. They should have a medical term.
It's Urban Dictionary.
I think he just said this is going to hurt, but you've got a nice big pee hole here, so this shouldn't be too bad.
Because it's so
That's what he
girthy.
Did he
said.
say
Why
that?
don't they call
Yeah,
He did say
He
that?
did, and I remember
You
to
say
this day,
thank
I get
you.
like a little bit proud. I'm like, yeah, he thought I had a
Did you
nice
say? Do
girthy
you think one
urine.
day that I'll have 8 inches on this thing?
I could never have dreamed. I could have never have dreamed how
Dude, why don't they
grateful I am
call
to
it-
the universe that
Get
one day
that
that'll
painful
happen.
cotton swab out of my dick hole, asshole.
And then I had to go pee in this thing. I had to pee in a
Thing
cup.
was a fish tank.
Pee in a cup.
This is a crazy straw.
Hey, you gotta pee in this thing, dude.
Was it a hamster ball?
Did he have like an In-N-Out cup that he just opened up and said, I'm done with this?
This is just a gay homeless man who was doing horrible things to me.
Is it boom?
I think a lot of your stories from when you were a child and you were literally being molested for years and years, and you fashioned them into like some doctor being like, "Oh, you got a great big pee hole," but you're like, "Oh, he was a doctor."
He did say that.
He's like, "Let me show some shit in
He
there."
did compliment the size of my pee hole.
It's sad but true. Not the pee hole thing, the molestation charge.
I don't remember being molested except for that thing with the babysitter we talked about.
Yeah.
Didn't we? We talked about that.
I
right?
think we did.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I had to pee in the cup and it hurt so bad. And then it wasn't chlamydia at all.
What was it?
I had been beaten off too much, and there was like too much stuff
cake
stored up
Too
in
much
the
green,
prostate.
too much green cum in you.
There's too much stored up in the prostate, and then I'd been eating all medieval
Wait,
food.
but you've been jerking off, so you're
You
constantly
got
flushing
gout
it out.
of the cock.
Yeah, it was like stuck.
you got
It was like
cock
stuck in my
gout?
prostate.
He said, "Why don't you stop eating such fatty foods?"
Deep fried funnel
You
cake,
got- have you
pepper
been
bacon.
eating
you got
turkey
fun.
legs and bad pussy for a week?
I've been eating, literally, that's exactly what I've been doing. Just
out.
fucking drinking mead, eating turkey legs, and going down on really fat girls.
Jesus Christ.
This sounds like the diet of champions. Right?
So for those
I think that's
listening,
what Lance Armstrong was doing when he
So
was
I
talking
hadn't
to.
shit in about a week. So when I shit, like this big hard turd, it like just rammed up against my prostate and just milked my prostate.
So you like
While
shit
I
so
was
hard that you
on-
came?
so you came while shitting.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like I was coming. Like
you had anal.
You had anal with yourself.
You shit out
With a big
anal.
old
You had
black
poop anal.
turd cock.
You had shit anal beads. I'm going to piggyback perfectly off that STD combo. Adam Kuntz with a great last name that's so close to cunts. Adam Kuntz.
Thanks, Danish. Thanks for clearing that up, man.
I don't get
I
it.
bet he's never heard that. He skipped elementary and junior high, so he never heard that. I'm
Adam,
sure.
have you ever heard that? I doubt you have. Adam Kuntz
I
wrote.
think it might be Kuntz, but whatever.
Adam Kuntze.
it probably is Koontz, man.
Adam Cooter.
Adam wrote to us. So here is an Urban Dictionary submission for old Beef Cannon Bill, in parentheses, a.k.a. O'Neill the ass kicker. Litmus vagina / litmus pussy. Definition: a man that never gets tested for STDs or other venereal diseases, but instead suggests to his partners that they get tested to see if he has a disease.
So well worded, dude. Good job,
Yeah,
Adam.
Adam-
Crushing it.
I like this guy. It's a great definition.
Adam Kuntze, example. Beef Cannon Bill totally had sex last night with a litmus pussy. In about a month, we should find out if he has herpes because he's too lazy to do it himself. Thank you, Adam, and we may
That's
do that.
great.
When I do submit that under Beef Cam and Bill, it'll be this was done
An
by
asterisk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Adam
Adam
Kuntz with a C though.
That's his,
Probably Koontz.
no, but
man.
his Urban Dictionary name is Adam Cunt. So.
Yeah. We also need to give a quick shout out
A quick shout out. I think it was
to,
shift gears
well,
to this one.
to Quentin.
Yeah, this isn't going to be quick. We're getting into this.
Quentin sent me
Yeah, he loves his Motor City T-shirt. Loves it.
Beautiful.
His name is.
Some of them are larger.
Just
Women,
first
but the
name's fine.
tits, like, where women are licking their own tits, where they're grabbing tits. One chick has the biggest eraser nips I've ever seen in my life.
I have a question for Quentin. A Q for Q,
Well,
if
girls
you
are
will.
What
fingering
is it?
herself
Is it
over
Twitter?
pants and her tits
Yeah, I
are out.
believe
These
this
are
is
great
Twitter.
pics.
It's Redneck Life. The name is @punk_redneck.
Okay.
So this guy, you know, is classy with that punk redneck handle.
But dude, he sent
rules,
the
dude.
largest
No, he-
quantity of titty
Yeah.
pics we've ever
Ask
gotten.
and you shall receive.
titty
dude.
by the pound. There's like 40 pounds of titties in those pics.
Yeah.
Those are bombs.
no, dude, more than that.
Did he say
20
where he
pounds
got
of that
him?
is nipple on that one.
Did he
shirt.
say where he got him?
I don't want to say where he got.
Oh, it's a secret.
It seems like he has a harem of women who and Quentin definitely has a type. These are some beefy nipped women.
Yeah.
These are
but
huge.
How does he have a type? He's like, oh, take off your bra. I want to see if
I
I'll
think
take you.
These are the kind of women though that I would.
You can
vote.
see those
I would
nips
vote
through a
these chicks.
snowsuit, dude. He doesn't have to say take your bra off. These are fucking huge.
Some are
nips.
fake
You
tits.
see those nipples in a fucking suit of armor?
And I have big nips. You guys saw my nips recently and
big
commented
nips.
on them. I have some pencil erasers. I'm not afraid to admit it out there. But these ladies are some big nipped women.
Brown. One of them's just a beautiful shade of brown.
By the way, at the Comedy Store, I once almost one of the waitresses threatened to talk to the manager, which is almost non-existent there.
Yeah.
Because I called her a dark nipped woman. Because she had she was dark, and I was like, "Oh, you're a dark."
But she wasn't
How
black.
did you know she had dark nips?
Well, she was like almost black in her skin coloration,
Mexican.
but like she was dark. No, she was South American.
Oh, South
Why would
American.
you say that to a person?
Because I'm a classy guy and I'd been stuck there for like 8
Oh,
hours.
you just didn't give a fuck.
Oh, here we go with the excuses of why you would call a woman a dark.
Well, you know what part she liked even less is when I started singing "Dark Nifted Woman."
A song
I
for
could
every
see that.
occasion.
Yeah.
Hey,
Danish.
Quentin, man.
Keep them coming.
Hey, if you get a new lady, I don't know if you're married, whatever, keep sending them.
I like when a guy
Titty
like,
by the pound, you can't beat this guy.
I like Quentin's strategy more than Cole's, where Cole's going like reluctantly one by one, where Quentin just emptied his titty piggy
But this
bank
last one-
into O'Neill's hands.
But
Cole's last picture, this reminds me of like a chick that I dated in Indiana.
Maybe it's her. He said that
He
he
cropped
did
her head.
Quentin, though, is the Costco of titty pics.
definitely large size sampling
And
size.
he's like giving you family packs on everything, man. This is great.
those nips could
Thank
feed
you, Quentin.
a small village.
We all appreciate it.
So you guys don't like big nipples?
No, I like those tits.
I'm not against them. I'm just they are big. I'm just calling
you're
them
just
what
saying
they are.
all out of 9 chicks, they were all big.
Most
Big
of them,
tits.
not all.
They're all
Big
big
tits and mostly large nipted.
Dude, the
No,
biggest
not all.
nipples.
Look at these. That's, I mean, yeah.
Those are nice. I like those.
The biggest nipples I've ever seen in my life were in Boys Town in Chicago, and they were on a dude jogging down the street.
Oh, he had like dick tits.
He had these giant fucking like a pregnant dog tits.
Oh, God, dude.
Dude, I saw those on a dude once.
I was like,
I was on
what the fuck is going on?
I was
man?
on a delivery and this guy answers without a shirt. And I'm like, and he had dick to like those fucking dick
Dick
tits.
tits.
And I was like, why would
Urban
he
Dictionary.
answer? Why would he answer like this?
Here's the
when
thing-
he's got dick tits.
Hey,
Here's the thing
you
that
got
makes
it flaunted.
that makes it even better though, because at that time in Chicago there was a transsexual gang that
What?
was
Transsexual, transvestite.
the transsexual gang.
They're all transvestites.
They were like
Don't they?
like boob job, like the things that
Yeah,
O'Neill's
trannies.
into, trannies.
Trannies.
And they had a gang called Trannies Taking Over, and they were like roughing up.
Was it
all
also like a one tranny show?
One guy.
Why wouldn't they go with trannies like,
Trannies Unite.
I'm thinking something TIT for tit
But
instead
they
of
used to
TOT.
put TTO, Trannies Taking Over. They'd spray
TTO,
paint it
I'm
on businesses and stuff, and they'd rough gay dudes up in the alley. And
Wait,
take
why
their
were they
money.
roughing gay dudes up?
Because it was the gay part of town, you know.
But they're like, why would they go fuck with straight people?
Yeah, but
Why
aren't they
fucking
gay
up their
guys?
own- their
I
own
guess
time?
they thought, I don't know, maybe
No,
they
they
thought
have
they were
tits.
easier pickings than
Those
trannies
guys,
are-
those guys are in great shape, dude. I was
Trannies
not
are their
fucking
own subsect of like the gay community.
Yeah, but then like
Apparently,
so these
TTO, they're taking over.
so they it was a big deal. It was a big deal, and all the comedy theaters in Chicago, they're all in Boys Town. So you saw this spray painted like TTO everywhere. It was in bathrooms. It was everywhere.
And they had armed guards outside the manhole in Boys Town. right?
No.
Have you
but
ever been
like,
to the manhole?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I.
But their French fries are delicious.
But what they did was they started a neighborhood watch thing, and that
Watch
dude,
these trannies beat people up.
that dude with the giant nips, he was part of the neighborhood watch. It was like
Did he,
five
was
guys.
his move the nip to the eye, the
There's like
blinding?
five
So before
guys,
he'd
like-
fight him, he'd do the Rashad Evans in the UFC and lick his fingers and rub his nips so they don't get
There's
sick.
like five guys like all jogging down the street with flashlights, shirtless with giant fucking pregnant dog nipples on.
And his nips were like,
Wait, so it was a dog nipple gang versus
you have to have
Exactly. It's like
what a fight!
big fake boob versus big fake nipples. Who's
No,
gonna
big
win?
real nipples. I think.
I think they must have done something because he
did
stopped.
they pull him? Maybe they put weights on him?
Maybe they did. I think they did something
Or like
to
a
fuck with
suction
him to
pump
make
or
him
something?
bigger. You know, like
Why would
because-
you do that though?
But like
So maybe
I got
fuck other guys in the ass with your dick.
I got to see him up real close. Tammy was there with me. Like we were all like outside this dude's.
So they were like,
apartment.
these guys
Did he
all had
suck
like,
one?
these guys all had Twizzlers hanging off of
Yeah,
their breasts.
yeah, that's what it looked like, dude. So they
God.
came up to us like pink.
God, it
fucking,
sounds delicious.
what are they called? The Tootsie Rolls. They were like the size of fucking Tootsie Rolls, dude. You know?
Those are tits.
Wait, the big one? The big long one that
No,
you can
no,
buy?
they
like
fucking
from Both
this
on the
long.
Cloud,
This
the
long.
3 for 1.
So they came up to us and they're like, "Hey, you guys see anything suspicious with your
Yeah, your nips.
fucking nipples?" And like none of us, like our whole comedy group's out there, and none of us cannot look at these dudes' gigantic fucking nipples. We can't believe it. These nipples were so big and so disgusting. I was like, what are you doing? They must have done it to themselves at some point.
Maybe they tie them together with other guys. They're like, pull on them.
Friend, they tie him
If anybody knows, like, if that's a thing in the gay community or something,
or
like,
is it at all a thing
I
at
have like
all?
a thing at all.
I have a quick story, Dan. I know you're itching to get to some of these shout-outs, but quick story. My buddy went to New Hampshire and he bought some porn because I think it was like less. We live close to the border, New Hampshire, and so he went there and he's like, he was the first of us that owned a porn. He's like, look at this, guys. And he was like showing it off,
Jesus.
and he puts it in, and it was like I think he didn't realize it. It was like a freak show porno, and so some of these ladies had like these like 5-inch long fucking weirdo hot dog nips, and then there was another one where a woman was like a creamer, but it looked like a Cadbury egg, like it broken in her pussy.
No.
They were like, this is the worst, dude. He was sticking by. He's like, this is pretty cool, man. I think it's pretty good.
You always got to stick by a failed porn purchase.
And every one of my friends was like, we were like 16 sitting in this guy's basement. Like, turn this off. This is terrible. And he's like, it's going to get better. I think it's going to get better. It would just get shittier and worse.
Oh,
terrible.
God.
Let's get some of these shout-outs, Dan.
We're almost done. We got this guy's email, the funny one about the teacher.
Oh, yeah, I like that
I
one.
can't really say his name.
Yeah,
or what state he lives in.
Yeah, don't say
but,
too
the
much.
guy. Well, let's not say his name or where he lives, but we'll just
Yeah.
say the guy that wrote about the piece of shit gym teacher and how you got to pay him back was fucking awesome. We're sorry we can't share more, but the guy's job, he'd get in trouble. He wrote this really fucking.
Unless he emails us and tells us to go ahead.
But he wrote us like this fucking really long, really funny 2-page email.
It's all about fucked up teachers and weird.
Yeah. So we won't say your name, but fucking thanks, dude. You're fucking awesome. We appreciate it, and we'll send you some stickers or something you want to email us because it was a really long email and really funny. But that segues
And
perfectly.
that guy could put Boner City stickers on things.
Oh, he could put them on his where he works,
Yeah.
and
He could put them on stuff.
More than proud. But that segues perfectly to an email that fucking Danish sent like later this week after that email came in, and it says, "This dildo was a Spanish teacher when I'm in high school, and he still teaches there." It's a link to Amazon.com.
Wait, can I tell you a little bit about this teacher?
Yeah. Oh,
When I was in high school,
Yeah.
I never had this guy. But everyone was always going, "Oh, this guy's so fucking cool. This guy's the man." And I
Guy
was
always turns out to be a fucking
And
weirdo.
I kept telling him, this guy's a fucking loser, man. This guy sucks. And like, dude, he's got long hair. He smokes weed. He's like a hippie. He's so cool. We used to have these assemblies. For some reason, our fucking student government meetings were in front of the whole school, and they would leave an open mic, and guys would go up there and say weird shit. I never did for some reason.
the guy who grew up to be the stand-up comedian.
No, I
said the
never
weird
did.
shit? Wow.
But so this guy, this teacher, would go up to the mic and ask these fucking like
Jesus.
10-minute filibustering questions. And it reminded me of the Damon Wayans in Living Color sketch when he was an inmate and he would use big words. So this guy would be like, "I need to pontificate about the problem with tardiness in the bus routes." And like these long, and people are like, "Oh, this guy's so cool, such a philosophizer." Yeah, listen to what this guy's doing, this fucking freak.
So it's a link to Amazon.com. This guy's book is called "The Rejuvenating Power of Masturbation."
This guy's still teaching in my high school.
He wrote a book.
He's cool, man.
It's a book, but it's also the Rejuvenating Power of Masturbation documentary DVD.
Yeah, he
And-
went.
Provides an
there's a
overview
third thing
of
on there.
fascinating historical, cultural, practical, and medical perspectives on masturbation. In addition, open classroom discussion of masturbation.
He'll also come to your house and jerk you off.
I don't get the medical part. It's like, hey, you have a bad cold. Go home and jerk off 4 times. You should be all right.
Oh wait, dude, O'Neill's almost right. The finale of the documentary is an aesthetically produced. Doesn't make sense. Guided practice session incorporating Taoist, Hindu, which are 2 separate religions.
This guy's
So that's
just
like
beating it on there, just stroking his
This
cock.
guy is
saying,
currently-
methods on how to channel sexual energy and stimulate 6 major body organs while experience valley orgasms. What a piece of
Valley
shit.
orgasm.
That's
Well,
that's
what
my
about-
future.
It
That's
says
my future
this
right
guy,
there.
It
is
says
I
his
become
bio,
that
his
guy.
editorial review is bio. He is an
Do you know it in
educator,
Spanish?
educated musician. He's a piece of shit. Educator, musician, garden artist, and lifelong explorer of Eastern traditions.
So
and
he's a guy that
philosophies.
wants to do porn,
It's
but
a guy
like
that
wants to keep his
No,
job as a
he
teacher.
sticks his thumb up his
so he's like-
asshole when he whacks
No, but
off
so
and
he's
wants to like
whacking
give
it.
an
You know
excuse.
what's funny is I was home about a year ago. My parents live in the same house I grew up in, and where I live.
Your mom got you this as a stocking stuffer?
No, where I live, it's a circle, and it's 1.3 miles. So a lot of people walk and run. So I see this fucking weirdo guy who's completely bald, but it's shaved like what remaining he has hair of like a half mohawk, and he's walking,
fuck this
doing
guy,
like
dude.
weird karate chopping motions and like weird. And I go, I said to my mom, I go, who's this freak? And she goes, "You don't remember that guy? He teaches Spanish at the high school. It's the same guy."
He's probably masturbating.
He maybe have had a boner. Maybe.
Okay, this guy's alarmingly similar to me. Then
You relate to him.
like because like I do medieval fighting, and I've like been in parks like doing weird like sword katas and stuff like that. And then I do try to make magical spells happen with sexual rituals.
With your dick wand. Do you
And
know? Do you
you're
know
a Spanish teacher.
Dick, the wand is symbolic of the dick, and the chalice is symbolic of the pussy. That's why.
Well, you never put a wand in
Yeah,
the
but you wouldn't
chalice.
even give us a
Yes,
fucking
you do.
protection
You put-
spell against Boone, dude.
You put
What
your
kind of-
athame into a cup, and that's what you do.
Put your jizz into a
Oh,
cup?
by the way, can we read? Do you have the one? I like the guy who wrote in about he almost got beat up because he was listening to it.
Oh, I think that was a
the
fan.
And I will
Oh.
do a spell for you guys.
I'll look it up.
I won't
Yeah,
do a
what was
sex
do it?
spell.
Last episode, we needed a spell to protect us from Boone Chakalaka's gay homeless voodoo, and you refused to fucking
I
do it.
refuse to do one that'll attack him.
Why?
Why?
He deserves
Because
it.
that's the
O'Neill.
rules of magic.
He was
this,
happy
dude.
to
Look
see
what-
O'Neill on
Look what
crutches.
happened. Look at my foot. Look at it.
Here's a quick.
You won't even
story.
look at it.
Here's a quick story,
He did
DeWitt.
that.
DeWitt, when O'Neill and
I
I
need
were working at the
protection,
comedy
DeWitt.
store, I was working the parking lot, which is a fucking Tetris board of a parking lot.
it
You
is a
move one
shit
car, you
job.
have to move 58.
Yeah.
O'Neill was he was checking IDs at the back door. Boone
If you could call
Chakalaka
it that.
wouldn't stop showing me his fucking see-through mesh green tranny underwear. So I went.
Yep, I remember that.
I went and told the manager. I said, I don't care what you do. Can you just please tell him to leave this area because O'Neill and I are stuck here, and I don't want to have to look at this. And he kept doing it. And I called the general manager wasn't there. I said, if you don't get this guy away from me, O'Neill and I are quitting right now. Nothing happened. I had to move all these cars to get my car to the spot it was. We walked off the job.
Should we quit? I was like, yeah. Just...
Yeah, fuck this place.
They walked off the
We
job.
walked off the job mid-shift, which probably fucked them. Someone had to work that lot. And then a guy who does comedy at the comedy store was so enraged that we left and he didn't know if we were coming back. He was drunk and he grabbed Boone Chakalaka and he threw him into traffic on Sunset
Almost
Boulevard.
got hit by a
Hey,
car.
I did the same thing on the New Year's that I got naked. I threw him into in front of a bus.
Point.
I picked him up by his belt. Oh no! The week before, I was eating pizza. He touched my face and his finger like grazed my lip. I picked him up by a belt and threw him because Sunset Boulevard was right there. I threw him in front of a
Dan,
fucking bus.
Let me tell the story of you on that fateful New Year's where you raped a man.
Legitimately. Wait,
raped.
before we get to that, can we get to this
let's
comment?
get it.
Yeah.
Well, I had to go to iTunes, and I'm like, well, let's find our podcast, look at the reviews. Boner City USA today is still on the front page of iTunes. On the comment section.
How many 5 stars?
We got
do we have?
17 reviews. They're all 5-star. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, we got rid of that one, so fuck you, 1 star.
Yeah,
You're
you
gone.
dick.
You
and then,
fucking cunt.
but this new one.
That was so angry.
Yeah, that was very.
DeWitt gave the oh.
Hey, and then Leg Rider, which is spelled like in a weird way. Newest comment. I often have to stop my work vehicle to avoid hitting something because I laugh so much. Bones TB said these guys are hilarious, truly funny as hell. Glad I found these guys.
Well, I will say this: Bones TV has said that on about 50 other podcasts. I looked
oh,
them
that
up.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's a whore.
Well,
comment
may-
whore. We'll
but may-
take it though.
No, but maybe he works 6 hours a week in an office. He listens
true.
to a lot of podcasts.
I apologize.
Like, yeah, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
you're saying
dude.
give us positive things and you shit on this guy?
No, I don't want.
might not have a lot of time to sit and write a fucking goddamn,
Yeah, don't act like a
review.
cunt.
I want
said
the one
every part of the word.
specifically. The guy who almost got beat up.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a good one.
this is it. This is Andrew Bruce.
That's a
it
fitting
says,
name.
This podcast. It says this podcast almost got me beat up. ... I think. So I listened to podcasts on my hour-long bus ride to school and work, and I'm a big fan of AFT, so I figured I'd check out this would be just as good. And it is. It is hands down vulgar, hands down the most vulgar and hilarious thing I've ever listened to.
What the fuck is that guy talking about?
I don't know. I'll let you guys
Last
know after
episode
I
of-
eat some dirty ass.
Yeah, and Andrew's pushing his finger into his shit in a girl's butthole.
The
last
fuck
episode.
that cunt. That was the joke I was trying to make, where you guys answered me seriously. I said fuck. Get it? You fucking fucks?
I get it, but I just like
Whoops.
anyway.
Sorry.
So, but sometimes in a bus zone, you kind of zone out and just kind of stare off in the distance. I was listening to Boner City, and something was said that caught me off guard, and I laughed out loud. Problem was that a particularly skeezy-looking dude just got on the bus, and I hadn't noticed.
Skeezy.
He immediately thought I was laughing at his poor choice in clothing, neck tattoos, face tattoos, and piercings, questionable facial hair, etc. He gave me a death stare the entire rest of the trip. And when we got off the bus, he stood on the sidewalk and stared directly at me as the bus drove away.
I'll see you on this same name? Rude Holmes?
And then he says I should probably start carrying a wooden sword or something.
Oh, DeWitt.
DeWitt.
Yeah, he
shout
didn't-
out.
thanks for-
He didn't say I probably should start doing capoeira. He said I should probably carry a wooden
Time-
sword.
That'll
Muay
get
Thai.
you beat up even more than a
Muay
wooden
Thai.
sword.
Capoeira's Brazilian fight dancing, you idiot.
But
Well,
that's
that-
what he does. He's a capoeira master.
No.
Capoeira?
Where?
Capoeira.
And I don't know it at all. Well, thanks for
Bananka.
risking your
He's a
life.
master of Bananka.
Hey, wait, isn't there like a #1 female fan on there?
Yeah, but that's probably either your mom, you, or your girlfriend.
By the
No.
way,
Oh, you asshole.
quick related story to that guy. I
Does
feel,
your girlfriend listen to this?
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Mr.
When you're
Ronaldo,
doing your
one of my
girlfriend,
first
can I get a
fans.
blowjob from your girlfriend?
Oh, revenge!
I mean, I'll ask her, but I'll guarantee you that she's going to say no.
Why would
She
you
can't
guarantee
handle
that?
8 inches, dude.
It's not 8 inches yet. It will just be.
If I offered to fuck in front of you and then you offered that, then it would be in line. But that was out of line because it was out of the blue.
I just wanted you to get a little taste of what that feels like.
It tasted good.
No, it doesn't.
I like
Yeah,
it.
now you have to follow through with it, dummy. Fuck in front
That
of
guy's story reminds me of time of O'Neill, our friend John. What's up, John? What's up, Pete?
Oh, this yeah.
We were at the beach, and we had just gotten a great session of bodyboarding, great waves, tasty,
Not boogie boarding, bodyboarding.
Bodyboarding.
They're over
And
12.
we are big wave riders.
tasty
not.
session.
Big wave
And we were
riders.
going to do. We live the 12-year-old dream. Once a week in the summer, we were going to get our ice cream after the session.
I like to
You
get
do that every
two-
time you go to
Yes.
the beach,
I
right?
like to get 2 scoops on a cone.
Oh, that sounds great. What
Wait,
kind of ice cream
if
do you guys
we should get video of O'Neill eating an
Usually
ice cream cone.
Oreo,
O'Neill eating
and
an ice.
then some sort of vanilla or whatever else they have that's
I like
new,
to tame the Oreo down with something else,
like a
man.
coconut.
What do you
Yeah,
chase
dude.
it with? Some chocolate or?
These guys don't like my. These guys don't like my ice cream eating
You should see
style.
O'Neill. He was taught to eat ice cream by like the dirtiest dick sucker on internet porn. This guy deep throats. This guy. This guy.
Wait, what?
They won't eat
swear
next
to
to
God,
me.
he deep throats the cone. Like he'll get
I'm-
to that
I-
second.
They
scoop
claim
while
I'm
the first
like
one's
gagging
out.
on it.
I swear to God, our friend John's like, O'Neill, are you fucking eating that or sucking it down? And he has it like all over his
Or
face.
sucking it off, he means.
I mean, he eats it like a fucking maniac. People are like looking at us like it's a fucking
Are they
scene.
looking at masturbating? If it's like
Yeah, well, John will move a few rows down if there's kids around.
he won't sit.
I can't.
Here's what
I won't
happens.
I won't be seen eating that next to
I'll
you,
give you
man.
the layout of this place. They make their own ice cream, which is great. They
Oh,
they
good.
know us because we go in there once a week.
And there's a really cute girl though.
Who looks about
And so that's what you're
17.
doing. Too.
And I think she likes
so
me.
you're deep throating it and looking at her.
no, even,
Hey, huh? Look, huh?
even better. We go outside and they're outside seating. So we sit like one every other seat, the three of us, and we're looking out. And where we go, Manhattan Beach has the hottest mothers per capita.
Yeah, a bunch of
and
cougars
a great
puppy
view.
wives.
I think enough to make DeWitt tear up.
We're mainly looking at the chicks. But one day we're sitting there.
If there's a fireworks show, he'd cry for sure.
One day we're sitting
Man,
there.
fuck you guys. I just understand beauty. Okay.
All of a sudden, when we're sitting there and O'Neill's deep throating his ice cream, we're both John and I are eating ours respectively. 5 like fresh off the boat Asian women and like a handler come by. They're all carrying like oversized lollipops and they're like, oh, like
And they're
laughing.
wearing girl uniform,
Like schoolgirl
girl
uniform.
Were they in a photo shoot or
And then like,
something?
people were taking pictures of them. That I don't really like. What
We
the
thought they
fuck?
might be some sort of Japanese girl band.
Yeah, like and they're,
Yeah,
taking, and they're like,
for like a Japanese magazine.
So
shoot
they're
or something.
sitting next to us while I'm deep throating this.
and
cone.
we're all just gawking at them, and they're like, oh, like taking pictures. It's so funny.
Of
Licking
O'Neill
these-
deep throating the cone.
When they're licking large lollipops, it's just like, what the fuck world are we in? But this is a beautiful day.
So did they take pictures of O'Neill and get all?
I don't think
I
sexy?
said in America, this is how we eat ice cream.
and,
then
They
you-
said,
and then
they
you
said
look-
ass cream.
and they said in Japan, that's a lot how we suck cock. Would you like to sniff panties, Mr. O'Neill?
I would. I would.
Yeah, I like how you answered that like it was a real woman.
Would.
I would, miss.
And then you're like picturing whose panties you could get a hold of to do it.
you like panty vending machine we have in truck?
You can't trust that. It's got to come off of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's probably some
that
dude
Could,
wearing
that,
them
no, that
around.
could be vulva.
No, I
Solve
saw.
that mystery earlier.
I
Just
saw
a guy just spraying vulva.
You could put the panties in like a salad bowl, put the vulva,
Caesar
toss
salad,
it,
like
yeah,
Caesar
toss it.
salad.
I saw that on Real Sex. These guys were selling.
What number?
panties.
17?
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
1,987.
These guys were selling panties on, and they were doing their behind the scenes of the business, and they were guaranteed to be from from Real Girls or whatever.
They were
and they were
heifers?
like blowing the behind the scenes thing. They were like just putting tuna fish can water, like a drop, in each one.
You're kidding.
Yeah, that's what they said they do. And then it's like, this is gives
How
it the,
ripped off did you feel?
this gives it the
You saw that?
authentic. He's like, this gives it the authentic, and he's like looking at the camera like, this is a genius.
Were you
right?
like, oh, I wasted thousands of dollars?
Then they put it in a Ziploc baggie. They crumple it up a lot in a
And then
Ziploc
they
baggie.
eat the tuna.
For some
after
reason,
the
Then they
juice
make-
is gone.
then they make a sandwich.
I'm
yeah.
sure they do. I mean, their whole business is selling panties, so they probably don't have enough money for
Well, maybe they're.
for some reason, cats love these fans.
And no one's ever put together that it's.
Heathcliff orders a lot of these.
No one's ever put together that it's called tuna fish penny.
They have another one
Pennies
that's
still apply.
Tuna Fish Panty Depot. Tuna Fish Panty Depot.
They have another one. They have another one that Garfield loves. It's lasagna.
Lasagna.
Period. Period. Lasagna.
A drop of marinara sauce.
It's I Hate Mondays use thongs, and what they do is they run them through a plate of lasagna first.
Heathcliff. Where
No
are
one
you?
should terrorize the neighborhood.
Whoa.
How are we doing on time?
I
You gotta
guess-
piss?
Why, you gotta pee?
No, I was just wondering. I just wanted to make sure you had it running this time.
This late?
The machine.
An hour later.
How are those numbers, B?
Christ. Anyway.
Listeners, if you just want to email Dan Bilek just a series of numbers, it'll enrage you beyond belief.
Or if you're a man with huge dick tits and you'd like to send them to O'Neill the ass.
No,
O'Neill
I
the
don't
ass
accept
kicker
male
at
dick tit
yahoo.com.
shots.
O'Neill the ass.
Send them to Jeff Danis.
I actually started an email because I was a little
We have to
jealous.
have Andrew the butt eater. That's just
I
I'm
started-
not allowed to have that, probably.
I
That's
started-
probably crossing the line.
I started an email because I was feeling a little jealous of O'Neill's
He's the
adulation.
Pepsi to my Coke.
I started a Danish the mayor at gmail.com if anyone would like to get in touch.
but, oh, you sad loser.
But you better not be getting my
so
nudie
Danish
pics.
Danis H. Yeah.
But if you want to
The
go
mayor.
to
Danish the mayor at
if you want to go to the first and original email, go to O'Neill the ass kicker at yahoo.com. That's O'Neill, O'Neill, the ass kicker at yahoo.com.
And Jeff, how do you spell your email address?
It's DANISHTHEMAYOR at gmail.com.
I like the Gmail more.
Dude,
less
Yahoo
90s.
fits this fucking program better than Gmail. I'll tell you that.
I feel like Hotmail would fit it best
This
of
is
all.
a throwback
I
to
agree.
the
Or
60s.
AOL.
People used to disparage homosexuals and people of color. That's what we do.
The Fanimals? Is that the mission statement?
Send a private message to my adult friend finder account at O'Neill the ass kicker.
Was that if you ever did online dating, which I don't know if you did, was that your screen name, O'Neill the ass
I did
kicker?
do online dating.
I know. I don't know if you want me to.
Oh,
say that.
also, Also, if you live in Southern California, we
I
do a
just
show
did. Oh, go ahead.
every Saturday at 11 o'clock at the West Side Theater. 12 shiny nickels. We can get free tickets for anyone of our.
Is this
going to
air on Friday?
This will air on Friday,
So come see Andrew Dewitt and myself at the 12 Shiny Nichols show.
Saturday
this
the 26th.
Saturday.
Yeah.
You guys are two of those 12 shiny nipples.
Yeah, we
O'Neill
are.
is.
No, wait. Andrew.
Andrew is on.
But we're
last
trying
week.
to get
He
along.
won't put us on the
Anyway,
same show because
no,
it's too much of
I-
a call to action.
That's not
you
true.
You know what I think
That's
it's
not
like?
it. No, because O'Neill, I tried to book you on that night, and you fucking flaked out, never got back to me. I had to book the show, so I
When?
couldn't book you both. Like when I was first putting the show together 2 months ago.
I think
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah, because I wasn't injured and I had other shit I had to do that night.
I
You're
think
a piece of
Dan's like
shit.
a teacher, and he would have to separate you two, and he doesn't want you guys.
No,
I know, but I'd have a great
O'Neill's
time. I feel
real-
like it'd
And
be
then at the end of the
O'Neill's-
show, you and I go up
O'Neill's
together.
real reason was because he wanted someone to hang out with in the green room during the show because he won't talk to anybody because he's a fucking weirdo.
It's not a bad point. I
I don't
don't
know
see
that
any
way.
problem. The Danish just sees
I relate
the
to
mayor.
that completely.
Then bring the Danish or
Somehow the
bring
mayor
the
got
one-
elected, but he feels the same about intermingling with people.
Bring one of these guys as your date, then I guess.
Now I'm going to bring my girlfriend.
DeWitt, you want to go sit in the crowd?
Maybe. I get nervous in big crowds.
You know who said?
Anyway, wait.
you know who
I
said he may
understand
go?
that.
Who?
What's up, Pete? He's asking O'Neill today if he was doing the
Danish,
show.
do you want to do the show on Saturday?
I can't make it. It's Friday, isn't it?
It's Saturday.
Oh no, Saturday I'm going to a buddy's. I got unfortunately invited to some karaoke birthday thing. Terrible.
That should be great,
Jesus
man.
Christ. Anyway, the show's every every Saturday at 11 o'clock in Santa Monica. If you want free tickets, just shoot us an email or go to 12shinynickels.com.
And every weekend, without fail, there will be a member of Boner City on the show.
There's always members of Boner City. There's always members of comedians on every show. So,
But more importantly, members of Boner City, because I'm starting a rivalry with these comedians.
Yeah, fuck the half of you guys that's comedians. We don't like that.
Why?
There are
we
rivals,
have another,
dude.
it's two other guys.
You
you're
guys are
friends with.
cheating on us, man.
Nuh-uh, we just like to play video games.
Yeah, and you guys don't like that.
That's
'cause you're
not cool, bro.
dickheads.
You guys don't play video games.
Like,
do
Like
you?
just go
If you had
skeet
to-
shooting and fuck chicks.
I got real into
I
Mario
like to
Kart.
fuck my wife.
Wait, you
I
got
also like to play video games.
you got into Mario Kart?
Me and my friends
Who didn't
and I,
get into Mario Kart when it
my
first
friends
came
and
out?
I
Oh,
in
you're a
college.
racer.
I did.
We had competitive, like very heated almost, 3-man Mario Kart
Oh
races.
yeah, dude, that happened to me
On the
in college.
N64,
Yeah.
and we got into Bond in high school, but Bond fizzled
I got
out.
real bored.
You
with
mean
it.
GoldenEye?
When you could do 4-player Bond, that was when the shit
Like
got
that's
real.
like what's going on with these games? But now it's gone. I haven't played a game since then, so it would probably. Blow
I like
my
to go to
mind.
the old arcade on Vermont Avenue, and I play a
Yeah.
lot of air hockey, and I play some of their games there. But they're real throwbacks.
He's giving away his key date spot.
Is that where you take him?
I
the
love
Asian arcade.
If I
on
go on a
Vermont?
first date, I always go to the arcade and
Oh, that's
play
a
air
Do you
fun
hockey.
fight some like Asian gang members to prove how strong you are, but you're like a foot taller?
And then we get tickets and we win. I buy her stuff.
What kind of stuff do you
What?
buy her?
Wax
Like
stuff.
knives to hold against her throat when you're
No, I own those.
fucking the shit out of her.
Do you sell diapers here? Because I'm going to be fucking the
But
shit out of
the
it.
beauty is you take a girl on the first date and you take her and you play air hockey and it's so innocent, and then when the fucking starts, it's so violent and crazy that they don't see it coming.
Jesus, dude. Wait, no, but
Right,
they
sounds
see it
like
coming
the
where
Dexter
you,
of rape.
they see it coming where you got consent though,
Oh
right?
yeah. But they're like,
Okay.
holy
So
shit.
you're like, I'm gonna fuck
Yeah,
you
they're like,
violently.
I've
Is that
never,
cool? Are you
I've never
cool?
let things go that far.
Hey,
Okay.
here's a tip, O'Neill. Do not describe how you have sex with ladies around police officers.
Or ever as violent and unexpected, because that
No,
sounds
but I mean,
awful.
it's like in a good way where they're like, wow.
I just don't get
I
why
didn't see that coming.
Valparaiso wouldn't allow his name to be on notable people from Valparaiso.
The older I
Yeah,
get
why
now,
is it on the Wikipedia?
the older I get now, I don't. It's just
You
like I know what I
fuck
like.
less
and-
violently? Yeah, guns
I
and
fuck
knives.
less violently.
How many Fanimals were just nodding when he said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, air hockey to the violent fuck combo.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Then they're gonna all check out Jezebel.com right afterwards.
But I'm not. That is a good point. I shouldn't have given away my good date spot.
There's going to be a lot of
Do
dudes.
you think a
there
lot
now.
of chicks listen to this?
No,
made it
because
fun of the
one
thing?
time I was at like one of these driving things, and there was a dude machine next to me, and this was like midnight, and I could smell the booze rolling off him, and then he like wrecked his car, and he just fell out of the fucking machine onto the ground.
So you got a DUI in the arcade?
It's like it's a real degenerate hangout.
Did you give him a citizen's arrest?
A lot of times I go there.
Yeah, you got
I
on
feel,
virtual cop. He got on virtual cop. Put the sheriff's put the blue gun towards
It's like,
his head. and
it's like an
said,
arcade where I
"Arrest."
think a lot of MS-13 members play games. So I'm always
where they date.
a little scared.
How's the
That's
Russian
scary.
roulette machine there?
It's an actual dude.
The thing where you could the hook thing is like
the
reaches
claw.
into like a cocaine
Most profitable
bag.
machine they have at any arcade is the hook claw.
Oh,
What-
did
what-
comedians know that?
What numbers do you have on that?
I don't
My
think those
old
are the
man
games we
knew a
play.
guy who just did claw machines, and he told me.
Yeah.
And
Do you
he
think
said
that
it's the
guy
most
was just
profitable
tooting his
machine.
own claw machine?
No.
horn?
It was like because my old man had a bowling alley and he had a claw machine in there, and he would rake it in.
How many fucking businesses did your old
How
man
many
own?
did have?
He had a restaurant called
That makes me want
Orion's.
to.
What is it called?
Orion?
Orion.
Is
Was
that
it named after
tribute to
you?
Of course.
That's not true.
Yeah.
But he hated you.
Yeah, but that's why he put it up there. So every day he'd go in.
Was it a
and
shitty?
see that.
Was it a
He
shitty,
hated the job.
Was it a shitty restaurant?
I hate this job.
Yeah, he
Now,
had
can-
a Holiday Inn at one point.
Can you buy a claw machine and then put it in another business, like work out an arrangement with them to
Yeah.
put it in their
Like an
business?
ATM?
I feel like I kind of want to do that.
It seems
man.
like John Little would get into the claw machine.
That is true. At
business.
one point, he was looking into vending
Don't tell
machines.
him about it because I think I might start doing it.
Claw machine?
Yeah.
We'll go halvesies.
Okay, dude.
What are you going to put in there? Like condoms and used underwear?
Tuna fish
just
underwear.
my wife, just my wife's thongs. Just
And a dinosaur mask. If you
You're
really
gonna,
want the
what's going to
grandpa.
happen is you're going to buy a claw machine. And it's going to be in your living room, and you're just going to be playing claw.
And
machine.
you're going
used
to put
to-
your dick through the hole, and you're going to try to grab it.
8-incher.
we used to drop off. This is real quick, and then we'll get out of here, right, Dan?
Yeah.
We used to drop off our laundry at a wash and fold place in Chicago because we didn't have a thing in their building, you know. and like it would be like.
Wait, can I guess the ethnicity of the people working there?
Yeah, go for it.
They
Were
were.
they white?
No.
Were they black?
No.
Wait, were they Asian?
Yes, they were.
Oh, racist, dude.
They were.
That was my third guess. How was
And
that?
then, like,
Yeah, so you're right,
like
you're right.
we would bring this stuff in, and it'd be like underwear with holes in it, socks with holes in it. Like,
what about your stuff? Hi-yo!
All crotchless.
and like they would always be like, do you want us to fold this
Or throw it
socks?"
away.
Throw it away.
Yeah, because
This donation to the Salvation Army?
it looked like a guy, like a homeless
They
guy.
say no
come in
charge
there.
for you.
For the rags.
The guy, did you just put it on his finger?
And we
like,
used to
through the hole?
always be like, we used to always joke. We'd be like, oh, it would be our pleasure to wash your ripped up poopy thongs.
Who's the racist now, Dan?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know what? They
Would
might
you
have been
guys-
second generation Asian, and we might have been making fun of how they were making fun of their parents.
Do you guys ever see
But
the dog?
has
That was a long way to go for that.
Did you guys ever see the Dog the Bounty Hunter where he was questioning these Asians in I think a laundromat
No.
or a manicure shop, and he was like fucking browbeating. You know, he does like fake accents to who he's talking. He does like that fake Hawaiian, like, "What do you need, brah? Brah?" And they're like,
Hey, brah.
they're like,
Oh,
"We're-"
he speaks pigeon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, "We're in Hawaii." Like, shut the fuck up. And then like and then I think, was it the Asian guy? There was one guy. He's like, "Put your hands in the air, I say." And the guy was like, "I'm a white man. We're in Colorado. And you're not Spanish."
The best ever was when Leland was getting the shit beat out of him, and Dog and everyone took off, and he just yelled, "Run, Leland!" And he's clearly getting fucking pummeled, and like he wouldn't stop and help him out at all. I was like, "This is unbelievable." He's just like, "Leland, get out of
You
there!"
may not want to bad talk Leland because he may be a fanimal. He's big into MMA.
I saw Leland.
In Dog, one episode.
Saw Leland walking down Sunset
How tall
outside
is
the
he?
comedy store.
5'3"?
He's like 5'5".
Probably a little, but he has his shit together more than fucking Dog, though.
Sweet ass
They
ponytail.
make money.
Dog's wife
Well,
has
because the mom runs a business because she's got the
Someone
brain.
What is
Send
that? She picks up chairs with her tits.
Lady smashes them.
lady could cry.
No, she runs the whole business,
She makes
dude.
more off that than she does per episode.
Are you
For Dog the
are
Bounty
you a
Hunter.
big Beth the Bounty Hunter fan? But I like to take it up for her.
I like when she got reduced, and I was like, "What? What?
What, she got her tits reduced?
She got them reduced."
I quit watching after the
When
second
he started dropping the end
season. Yeah,
bombs.
around the end bomb time. I
She
was like, I'm
cut,
probably
she
not going to
cut
support
the
this guy.
equivalent of like Saint Bernard out of them, like
She
that
cut
much
her,
weight.
She cut her tits off.
No, they're not any smaller.
Her tits were like 80
You know,
pounds.
you ever seen
Now
a
they're
guy?
Like 60.
You ever see a guy who got his stomach stapled? He loses a bunch of weight, then he just starts eating like shit again, and he gains most of it back.
Yeah.
that was like her tits. They were like kind of small for a day, and then she must have just fucking ballooned them back up.
I like those big tits, brother.
hey,
what
take
it
off
says?
your bra, bra.
Hi-yo.
Talking Bounty Hunter is a piece of shit.
I think
It really is.
It's a good
He's entertaining, but man, what a piece of shit he is. I think he has like that bald spot that he like has combed his hair so
he
far
does
over.
the rooster comb. He
And
does the rooster
occasionally-
pump.
Occasionally, like he'll be running and he smokes like 6 packs of cigarettes a day, and you'll see that bald spot open up, and he's like with his hands on his knees, be like, "Leland, go get him! You only smoke a pack and a half a day. I'm smoking
Best
3."
episode ever was they visited his father's gravesite in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing
cut off
a
shorts.
leopard skin shirt, but open to the navel, with like leather pants.
What a way to honor your dead
And
father,
he was like,
man.
"We need to be respectful." And he started like crying. And I was like, "Your fucking weather-beaten tits are out right now. Your father hates you."
And he's got the glasses on and the whole shebang. He's got the fucking hairband, whatever he wears. He's got his barrettes in.
What about because he can't carry a gun because he's a felon? What about when he hunts people with like a paint
No,
gun?
no, yeah.
Like,
Oh, they have
No, it's
those.
like a pellet gun.
no, it's a paintball gun, and it's like people will just shoot you, man.
Where's the other one? Oh, Leland once beat an old man up in the parking lot.
of a motel.
It was great. He's like, "Yeah, get him, Leland, get him."
He's like, "That's what you get when you mess with my boy."
And I was like, this guy's 70 years old, and Leland's like 25. He just whipped him.
And I hate everyone on that show is like a traffic ticket. Rarely are they like a real criminal.
It's never like we're going after a guy who killed someone. Like, we're going to hunt this guy.
Or he
This
go-
guy thinks he can skip bail.
He skipped bail on a traffic ticket.
Yeah.
He's like nothing.
This
yeah.
guy has so many parking tickets.
I like it when he talks to them about Jesus.
Every time.
Oh, he prays to them after he gives them a cigarette, but they're in handcuffs, so they have to hold a Marlboro
Well, they
right
talk
to their
trash
lips,
to
so they're
him.
like,
I like
the
when-
smoke is burning their fucking eye.
How shitty is it when fucking Beth starts berating some lady won't give her information? She's like, "You bitch, you better. We know you're hiding them." All she does is make a bad situation way worse. Always. She never is there like to diffuse something or like try to smooth it over. she's just there and she just berates these people with those fucking huge tits.
And she wears fingerless gloves so her white
Doesn't
trash
she go-
fingernails can show out of her leather
Doesn't she go
glove.
into like pawn shops and just start wrecking them with her fucking titties?
Yeah,
Like,
just swinging them around.
I heard she went
For
into the one
information.
from
She
Pawn
is such
Star.
a bitch.
The guy said, "What do you want to do with those tits, young lady? You want to pawn them or sell them?" That's Rick, the son, dude.
And then Shelby's like, I think I'm having a heart attack.
And then Big Haas lost a bunch of weight. Like
Did he
everyone does.
really?
And me and my son, Big Hoss, run the fucking pawn shop. Me and my son, Big Hoss. You don't think he likes me calling that?
I think that's when he gets his checks are made out to Big Haas.
He's like that retard from what's the fuck is the name of that Western show?
What one?
That had Big Hoss in it.
Oh, what?
That was his name.
The guy wasn't retarded though. Haas,
Gunsmoke?
or the
No.
other one,
Bonanza?
Bonanza. But he wasn't retarded.
He was like a big ogre retard. That's why I think Rick.
No, he wasn't.
That's what
He
it said.
wasn't retarded.
O'Neill
dude.
read the script. That's what it said in the script.
I think
It
that's
said-
why Rick
Big
calls
ogre
him
retard.
Big Hoss.
Well,
All
do
in
you think
caps.
Rick?
Oh, dude, tell him the greatest thing I heard that you told me about him when Dennis Rodman's wife comes in and they start giving him the history of Dennis Rodman.
You know, if you guys watch Pawn Star, DeWitt, you have,
Okay.
right? Have you?
Of course,
I've seen. Not like you fucking. You're like
I
the human DVR. of-
got $50 bills in the back.
Sounds like Meatwad, dude.
I know, but like he's only 61 years old. He looks like he's 100.
Oh, yeah, he's like
he looks like
70.
he's 100 in Gollum. Like he looks fucking terrible.
Rick, I got more hair on my balls than on your head.
These, you let me know when these boys figure out. You let me know. You let me know. I've been drinking straight whiskey since I was 4 years old. You let me know when these boys figure something. Chumley, you damn fool. You're going to buy a hot air balloon. I got $50 bills in the back. You let me know if you want to make a
Tell
deal.
him the Rodman.
So Dennis this lady comes in.
Is on the
and they
show.
always
Yeah.
give you the history of
So
the thing
Rodman's
that
been
you
doing
own.
nothing then if he's on
No,
this
but-
show.
no, the
Now,
wife,
the reason I'm
his
excited
ex-wife.
about Dennis Rodman.
Not Carmen Electra.
No, it's
No.
better than that.
So this lady comes in and she goes, I have a bunch of game-worn Dennis Rodman jerseys that are all signed, and Chumley's taking this one with his big, fat Chumley titties. And he's like, how did you know Dennis Rodman? And she's like, I was married to Dennis. I have a child with him. And he's like, oh. And so then they bring, not only does Chumley give the sports record, but then they bring in an expert, and he looks at this woman and he goes, well, Dennis Rodman was an excellent rebounder, but he was also known for his off-the-court antics.
And she goes, I sucked his dick and he blew loads at me and I have his kid.
He listed off like he goes, he led the league in rebounding, and she goes, yeah, and don't forget the Hall of Fame. Like I was married to him, fuck dick. Like what are you doing? Like I know it's like everyone knows Dennis Rodman. You don't need to give history on it. You
Let alone the lady that was married to him that he pays child support to. You don't think she knows his fucking stats?
I think for a while he wasn't paying child support, hence she's selling his jerseys, saying it's for their daughter's tuition on the show.
Oh fuck,
That's awful.
That's too real.
That's
man.
tough, that's tough, young lady. Why don't you come back here with me and Big
You want
Hoss?
to make some more money for your tuition? You ever suck a 71-year-old dick?
That looks like a 99-year-old peanut is falling off.
Looks like I can't open my eyes anymore. Some people think I'm Asian.
I have a cataract mole growing out of both of my eyeballs, and I got $50 bills in the back with Kathy Lewis. If you want.
What's up, Pete? I think it's time
Yeah.
Time to wrap that up.
Yeah, we
On
did
that
it.
note,
Hey, Pete.
be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes. Thank you so much for listening. And check out everything else on DoorExplosion.com. You can buy a Boner City shirt or T-shirt or both at shopdoorexplosion.com. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening.
Boing.